Hi there folks, Ryan with RG Sauce Review today, and today I have a Moruga Scorpion from Jim Duffy at Refining Fire Chilies. It's a scary looking pepper, but from what I understand, because I've never had a Moruga, except for a little bit, but not in its entirety like that. But it's a very fruity pepper, and I think this one, it's going to complement a shrimp ceviche really well. So I want to show people how to use these peppers and not so much how hot, because everyone knows how hot it is from all the other videos being made by guys like Phil Lanza, Senior, James Beck, Derek Wood. All those guys are popping them in their mouth, telling you how flavorful they are, but how hot they are. Well, I want to show you what you can do with these. So this, like I said, I'm making a shrimp ceviche, and well, I'm gonna get off the camera, prep up my stuff, and when I turn it back on, we'll start showing you the process of making it.
Hey folks, it's Ryan with RG Sauce Review. I want to start this off by apologizing. I said I was going to make a shrimp ceviche with Moruga, but I just knew I was probably opening my mouth too soon. But because as soon as I made that video, I went ahead and cut up the Moruga, and I didn't have shrimp. So what I did have was crab meat. So we're going to make a crab ceviche instead of a shrimp ceviche. Right here is about 8 ounces or so of crab meat, flaked up the best that I could do. I have the cut up Moruga. I got a red onion, about a little bit of cilantro. There's some finer leaves underneath all this. About 2 limes worth of juice, a tablespoon of olive oil, and right there are some tomatoes, about 2 tomatoes. So diced up. I like fine diced. So what we want to do is, first I want to put the crab meat in a bowl, and then I want to stir this olive oil into this. You want to make sure that your crab meat is totally saturated and coated with this oil. So let's go ahead and I poured in the oil right there. I'm going to take my spatula. I'm going to make sure it gets in there coated up really nice. Okay. Then next, I think you want to go ahead. Next, you want to go ahead and put in the onion. Mix that all up. Nice and mixed. Then I want to add the tomato. Then I'm going to add, it's about a half a bunch of cilantro chopped. Some of it got some full leaves in there. I left some full leaves in there for just a little presentation. Because you gotta, like, this has a whole lot of white a whole lot of red, you know, between the onions and the tomatoes and the moruga. So that green brings a nice contrast to the ceviche, and while, you know, doing its cilantro magic, you know, one of a few things that I like using cilantro for is ceviche. Otherwise, you don't see me using a whole lot of it. There's limited applications. Even though it's great, it also can kill your dishes. So don't overdo it on the cilantro. Next, I'm going to put the moruga in there. And it doesn't want to come out. So what I'm going to do is shut this off real fast, get the moruga in there, and I'll be right back. Okay folks, I'm back. The only reason I turned off the camera is because I'm doing this without gloves normally, and also because I don't have 3 hands. So one hand's holding this camera, the other hand's trying to get it out. So I had to just put down the camera. Sorry folks, I'll work on getting something set up better to where I don't need to do such thing. Right there you can see that big old pile of red right there is my chopped up moruga. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is mix that all in. Get that blended well with the rest of the ingredients. It's smelling good. I can smell that moruga, but I can also smell the crab. I can get the scent of freshness from the cilantro and the onions. And it almost sounds like I'm describing what it's going to taste like, but I'm really looking forward to this. Let's go ahead and get that nice and even, because our last step, well, our second to last step, is to take the lime juice and we're going to pour it all over this, coating this, making sure every part gets touched by the lime juice. Okay, now, you know, next step is basically just a waiting game. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and stick this in the fridge. Just depends on when you're doing ceviches. Sometimes you need to do it for, you know, several hours in the refrigerator. Sometimes you only need to get in there for an hour and a half or so. This one I'm going to go ahead and do for an hour and a half. Refrigerated in there. Let the lime juice do its, you know, little mojo in there. And I'll see you back in an hour and a half. Okay folks, it has been enough time for it to refrigerate in the refrigerator, and there you go. I have it already in a little bowl to try out on a chip. I think this would be a great appetizer on tostadas, you know, maybe some tortilla chips, you name it. I'm going to go ahead and give it a try here. Give me a good bit. Yeah. There's a chip. I just decided it was going to break up. Okay, I'm going to, as I zoom in here, I'm going to try it. All I gotta say is it's tasty, but I can already start feeling the heat in my mouth. You get the freshness from the red onion, the cilantro. You get nice sweetness from the tomatoes, a little fruitiness from the pepper. You definitely taste the moruga in there, and the heat. Oh, it's there. The ratio that I put in there, the 1 pepper to all that, probably, you know, hasn't doesn't make it as hot as it would be, putting it right in your mouth or making it with more peppers, but you definitely get the fruity, sweet flavor of the Moruga with that kick. My mouth is lit up. Not bad, but I definitely have fire going on in the mouth. It's wonderful. It's much as it's, got some heat to it. It's got a lot of flavor from it. So I hope this gives you, an idea, one of the many ideas you can use a Moruga with. And I just hope that this can, motivate more people to use Super Hots, because, they're super hot, they're super delicious. So for RG Sauce Review, this is Ryan. Have a wonderful day.